In the second scene, we're dealing with an outdoor scene. Now, the two other characters we're going to be dealing with are Layla Robbins, playing the role of Dean Patterson, and Peter Marcando, playing the role as Chris. Now, given the fact that we're dealing with an outdoor scene, we're going to be running into a whole new series of problems. First and foremost, ambient sounds, from wind to birds and animals to surrounding sounds. So our first job here is to kind of like remove all these unwanted sounds. And what I wanted to do was to separate sonically these two dialogues in order to enhance a little bit more the drama of the scene. So I'm going to jump back into Pro Tools and show you how I did it. Next in line, there is our outdoor scene. Now here, even more important is for us as a re-recording mixer and sound designers, being able to isolate each single element in order to enhance the most important elements of the storytelling of a film, which are dialogues. Now again, with outdoor scenes, we are running into countless problems. First problem is that again, it could be given from wind, from outdoor sounds, traffic, cars, other people, airplane passing by, or in this case, you're going to hear a very odd problem, which was given to us by this bird tweeting every time when the main character, Chris, had a line. I'm going to give you a preview of this first microphone over here, and then we're going to go ahead and checkerboard his dialogues with the vice principal dialogues.
Hey.
Excuse me?
You really think that no one was going to notice? You think we're stupid? You think that we're just going to forget?
Okay, calm down. Chris, right?
I want her back.
I'm sorry, Chris, she's not coming back.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have of her.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down.
You took it down.
I didn't.
Stop pretending like nothing happened. Like she was never here.
You're upset. I understand. I think we should talk about this tomorrow.
Don't patronize me.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Now, as you could hear, the track was really well recorded if it wasn't for a specific bird tweeting every time the main character here, Chris, was talking to the principal. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, start isolating all the production sounds that we were going to need in order to sound design properly this scene. And then I will focus on their dialogues. So I'm going to start checkerboarding first the production sounds, starting with the first track over here. And I'm actually going to unmute all of them, so I could use my P and semicolon in order to select the track and solo it.
Hey.
Excuse me?
So what I'll do is pressing F8, which I already have my grabber tool in separation mode, hold down Control, and move this track down into my PX. All right, let's see what we got here.
Hey.
I like this track more in this specific case. So I'm going to drag that down here. Let's see what else we got.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I'm going to go with this. Probably we might need to do some Foley. Okay, now that we have extracted our production dialogues, since we use dialogue 1 and 2, if you remember previously for Amy and Maddie, what I'm going to do right now is use dialogue 3 and 4, these two tracks, for Chris and Dean Patterson. Let's start with Chris.
Hey.
Excuse me?
Hey.
Excuse me?
Hey, 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 hey.
All right. There we go.
I want her back. I want her back.
So that's her microphone. So we have to look for Chris's mic.
I want her back.
There we go.
I want her back. I want her back. I want her back. I want her back.
Okay. And right now I'm using the command X to cut, semicolon to move down, and V to paste, just in case you're wondering. Cool. So right now, as you can see, we have properly checkerboarded the main two characters of the scene. Now, needless to say that there is a lot of work to do that is going to involve using RX. Not only has sound designing tool, but also has the spectacular tool that it is in order to enhance the dialogue inside of a scene. So what I'm going to do right now is to go through my checkerboard and try to spot what are the main problems, which we have already identified that the main problem is the bird bleeding inside the microphone of the main actor, Chris.
You really think that no one was going to notice? You think we're stupid? You think that we're just going to forget?
All right, that was good.
You think we're stupid? You think that we're just going to forget?
Okay.
I'm actually going to mute the music that we have.
You think we're stupid? You think that we're just going to forget?
Okay, calm down. Chris, right?
I want her back.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Chris, she's not coming back.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have of her.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down.
You took it down.
I didn't.
Stop pretending like nothing happened.
Okay, so I'm going to start analyzing this first take. So as usual, what I generally recommend you to do is to create a new playlist for backup. And what I'll do right now is pressing Control Command \. That will bring me up to this duplicate playlist. You could do the exact same thing by going here and clicking on duplicate. I just prefer using a shortcut, Control Command \. This is going to be my dialog 3. I'm going to move down, Control Command \. And so right now I can always go back in case I mess up my first track. Now again, I don't like to have the suffix .01, .02, etc., etc. So I will go back to the X3, and everything that has a .01, 02, and so forth is just my extra backup playlist. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is
Don't be stupid and
solo Chris track.
don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have of her. Don't be stupid and don't.
Okay, the first thing I want to do is kind of like remove this bird. So I will bring up my Izotope RX Connect and try to repair this, removing as much as I can the bird inside Chris's microphone. All right, let's see what we got here.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have of her.
Okay, so I'm gonna just change the resolution of my frequency to linear. And as you can see, the bird twit is around the, what is it over here? 4K to 8K. We can see it very distinct with our spectrum analyzer. It looks like a seahorse, if I may say that. All right, so there are many different ways we could remove this from the spectral content of Chris. For now, I'm going to use my lasso tool. So I'm going to press L to engage the lasso tool. And with the lasso, what you could do is actually go ahead and highlight the actual part of the spectrum you wish to remove. Now, as you can see over here, we have our main sound of the bird and a little bit of decay within his tweet. So I'm going to try to highlight this whole section and making sure I will only pick up the bird twit, which in fact I have. I think I've missed a little piece over here. Since the bird repeats itself on kind of like same intervals, I need to do multiple selection in order for me to remove it all at once. In order to preserve the initial selection, you want to hold down the key command Shift. And as you can see right now, next to my lasso, there is a small plus sign that allows you to do multiple selections, still preserving the initial one on. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of trying to do the exact same thing. So as you can see, every time he speaks, I'm trying to actually remove only the main fundamental frequency of the bird, because I don't want to introduce any artifacts in his dialogue. See over here, I'm assuming that down there is Chris's voice, which in fact there is. So I only want to try to remove the portion of the most offending sound, which is the actual bird. Trying to preserve as much as I can his dialogue intact. So by the end of the process, though it's very time consuming, you should have something like this. And now to make sure I've selected only the birds, I'm gonna use this little playback icon, which is only let us hear whatever is being selected. I mean, it's pretty outstanding what the software can do. It's insane. Right now, within a very complex spectrum of a sound, I was able to only isolate the part of the spectrum that relates to the noise I wanted to remove, which in this case was the bird. I'm gonna let you hear it again. All right. So right now I have a few different options to go with this. I'm gonna start by using my spectral repair module. And what I want to do, since this is sort of like almost a transient sound, it's to pick up sounds above and below our sound to see if Izotope can actually interpolate a little bit of what's above and below. And within the surrounding area, he could attenuate whatever is in my selection. I'm gonna try to increase the number of bands and go a little bit more above our current selection. So I'm gonna give a passive render. Let's go with a smaller strength. Generally with Izotope, or generally even with mixing, I would rather do smaller steps one by one that actually do a huge intervent. So again, here I will use a strength of 3, which is not the strongest strength, not the weakest. And then if I feel that there is a little bit more to remove, I'm going to do a second passive render. All right, let's give it a listen.
And don't play dumb. Don't be stupid. And don't play dumb. Don't be stupid.
All right, I still hear a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and do a second passive render. Let's see what we got.
Don't be stupid. And don't play dumb. Don't be stupid. And don't.
I'm going to go ahead and do a third pass of render.
Don't be stupid. And don't play dumb. Don't be stupid. And don't play dumb.
All right. I definitely feel I'm in a much better spot. I do have to finesse a lot of other things within this take in order to restore properly this audio. So I'm going to go ahead and see what else I could do. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and listen back to what I got so far.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb.
Okay. So definitely from the initial state to now, there is a huge difference. Now, let's see what I could do. If I'm going to use a little bit more, let's see, perhaps we could go with spectral denoise, maybe learn this profile. I'm going to go ahead and still work a little bit with my spectral repair module. And I want to see if decreasing the surrounding area and my bands, I'll increase the strength right now and go a little bit below what I did before. Gonna compare a little bit.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. Don't be stupid and
Definitely much better. So I will definitely render this and render a second time. Let's see what we got.
don't be stupid and don't play dumb. Don't be stupid and don't.
All right, we're getting there, step by step. Now, another thing I want to do is I'm going to press T to select my time tool.
Play dumb.
Is to select this portion over here. There is not much. There's a little bit of creases breadth, but we're going to take that back. So I'm going to open my denoise module, and having this module to learn the profile of a little bit of whatever is left of our birds and a lot of the background white noise and hiss that comes from the wind hitting the microphone. So let's see if this module will actually help us out a little bit. I'm going to still compare the before and after. So the original audio is this one.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb.
Spectral repaired.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have of her.
Well, I'm pretty satisfied with what we got. So I will render this and hear this back.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have of her.
Definitely a great result. So as per usual, I'm going to go back and send it back into Pro Tools and render this. All right, let's just give it a listen of what we got.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have of her.
I'm going to let you hear the before.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have.
After.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo back. It's the one picture I have of her.
The result, it's insane. And think about that right now. We're listening to it in solo. So afterwards, we're going to be add layers of backgrounds and a little bit more sound design. There's going to be music. So even the most small resemble of that bird is going to be gone. I can promise you that. All right, next in line, I'm going to go ahead and check a little bit more the vice principal dialogue in our dialogue 4 and spot if there are any problems such as the bird, to then go a little bit more and finesse her dialogue. So analyzing the vice principal track, I previously got this portion of audio over here.
Don't be stupid and don't play dumb. I want the photo.
Which has a lot of Chris's dialogue.
Don't be stupid and don't play
into this track. So I will probably gonna go ahead and mute it for a second. I don't think we actually need that. Moving forward with the vice principal dialogue, let's see if there are problems such as the bird once again.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just
Okay.
calm down. I didn't.
Okay. So
Talking about it. If you could just calm down. I didn't.
let's see if I just bring this up a little bit more just to have a little bit more of a coherent sound.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down. Just calm down.
tore it.
Calm down. If you could just calm down.
Okay, so over here we are running to a problem where we have two lines that belong to two separate takes. So what I'll do is, first of all,
Calm down. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could.
Okay, so I'm gonna analyze this. So first of all, since we're here, might as well doing a little bit of editing, just not to have any clicks.
Just calm down.
So we do have a lot of click here.
Calm down.
I will try to remove this, place a fade there.
Calm down.
Okay. So what do we have here? We have 2 takes.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down.
And what I want to see first is if we have a little bit of that sound.
I did.
Okay, we do have it. So what I'll do is to cheat a little bit and copy this into this track over here.
Sorry.
Okay. I will consolidate this and import this track to repair into Izotope.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down.
Okay. So first and foremost, we still have a little bit of that annoying bird, which is going to be the first thing I will remove. There it is.
Just calm.
So the bird happens to fall on the C of calm down. So I'm going to press my L for lasso. I'm going to figure out a way to remove the bird. As you can see, the spectrum of the bird is rather different, and that has to do with where the microphone picked up the initial sound.
Just calm down. Just calm down.
Okay, definitely much better. Let's see if I hear some maybe upper harmonic of the bird. Could be that.
Calm down.
Yes, it was that. Okay, I have to do a little bit more work up here just to make sure the birds are out.
Calm down.
Definitely much better. Now, there is a second problem down here, which is, I'm going to show you just changing my frequency scale. Chris's dialogue feeding within the vice principal microphone, which again, if we're working in an optic of creating discrete channels, what we want is to discern the two different characters so that we're going to have maximum flexibility when it comes to panning and positioning them across the screen. So let's see where Chris's is.
Talking about it. If you could just calm down.
So what I'll do is, again, activate my lasso tool, but this time I will remove the instant process off. So I want to make sure I will highlight only Chris. Repair this. With the surrounding area, I'm gonna reach out a little bit more towards the right side of it. Let's see.
Calm down. I didn't.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what you're.
Okay, so I'm gonna select my time tool with T, making sure I don't have any instant process on. Remove for a second the spectral repair, because what I want to do is to use my denoise, learning a little bit of the profile of the noise. Well, not that we need it, so I'm going to deselect, Command D, and select only denoise. Learn the profile, Command A to select all, and apply that denoise to the overall sound of the dialogue. Command D to lose the selection.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down.
So I want to do two things right now. the first thing I'll do is to select this portion of audio right here. And I want to learn the EQ of this to then apply the same EQ onto the previous track.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down.
We get to a very good point. Let's see, once we bring this back into Pro Tools, how furthermore we can tweak things later on. So I'll select this, send this back into Pro Tools, and render.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down.
And so we got before.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down.
And after.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. If you could just calm down. Sorry,
And what I'll do is trying to pull out a little fade here in order to avoid too much of Chris's.
Down. 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 Down.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna move forward and try to clean up all the audio and let you hear the final product in the next tutorial. Ciao.